Hey everybody, welcome back. On Friday, if you saw my shorts, I flattened this side of my Texas flag cutting board. You can see I still have a few adjustments to make. I need to do this side, but before I do that, I'm gonna make those adjustments. Here we go.
All right, so what I'm doing here is I've laid down a new piece of blackjack that has not been flattened, and I'm going to use it as my gauge to make my adjustments by. All right, well, there's still a little bit of a ledge here. You can see it's just barely catching my fingernail. And what it is that left side there is still just a little bit lower than the right side. So it's still needed a little bit of adjustment. I ended up going through several trials and ended up using half of my note card and a piece of cherry to make a shim that was about 9 thousandths thick. And here I finally got it figured out. The results speak for themselves. This is not sanded. This is just straight off the machine. It's perfectly flat. There's not really any lines. I'm very happy with this. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is throw my end grain cutting board in there and work on flattening it.
All right, so last week I worked on this bottom piece. I think I went too fast and took off too much. So what I'm gonna do is slow way down on this side, do much lighter passes as far as how much material I'm removing, and go a little bit slower and hopefully get a little bit better finish. And especially now that it's dialed in. All right, so you just saw me flatten this with my new Slab Slayer bit. And I have to say, now that I have everything completely leveled out, it is just much better finish, much less time sanding. You can see I've got a couple issues with my glue up here and here. I can fill those in. So how did the bit do overall? Well, on the walnut, you can see there's just a little bit of tear out here and there. You can't even feel it. That should sand out no problem. The maple, absolutely no tear out at all, completely smooth surface. The cherry, well, so the cherry is a little bit of a softer wood. So we've got a little bit of work to do here. Like I said, this is a raw finish. It's a softer wood. I'm gonna have to run the sander over this and see what we can do with it. But overall, well, I guess I forgot the epoxy too. So obviously the epoxy is a little bit lower here, but let's see if I can get focus there. The edges of the star are perfect. There's no tear out, nothing whatsoever. This will sand out perfectly smooth. And this right here is just less than a hair's width difference. So I should be able to sand all that flat, no problem. Overall, I am extraordinarily impressed with the results here.